Hey friends, Paul here. I'm working on a experiment which is going to be a salad under Shoplights, and this is going to be a continuous harvest experiment. I'm using 4 different reservoirs to keep a batch of lettuce growing, and the plan is right now to once a week start new lettuce seeds. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm using rockwool starter plugs, Dan AOK starter plugs. That's these things. My reservoirs have 9 spaces in them, and so I'm doing 9 lettuce grow plugs. However, I may try to set one of them up as a basil grow. So the lettuce that I'm doing today is black seeded Simpson. This is a 45-day to maturity lettuce. Not a lot of other information, but black seeded Simpson. What I'm going to do is put 2 seeds in each of these cubes. So I need about 18. So here are my rockwool cubes, and before I start, I'll be starting them out in this, which if you buy fish and chips in my town, this is the kind of container you get. Actually, I think that a clear bottom would be better because it allows light through. What I've got here is water that's been pH stabilized. Not sure if that's required, but so I'm just soaking them. And that's pretty much it. I think that water, last time I measured pH, it was 5.8. The target is actually 5.5. At least that's what it says on the package, rockwool package. I've just got this wooden stick that I wet down so it picks up seeds, and I'm going to be putting 2 seeds in each cube. And I will cut one of the seeds when they start. I will be cutting one of them, so I'll end up with only one. So that's pretty much it. I tried to put one on either side of the opening in the rock wall just to give them more room, and one will be pruned out. And then I just snap it shut, and I will put this under a light for warmth and for light to keep the seedlings from getting leggy. So I have just seeded the rockwool cubes, and they are wet with water only, no nutrient solution. And what I'm going to do with it next is basically hang it on the light. You can see the string there, and I'm going to tie it up, and it's going to look exactly like this one. This was done a week ago, and this is another lettuce that it's not quite ready to set it free. I have some insects in the basement that love to chew young tender lettuce, microgreens, and so I need to let this go, I think, for another week before I let it out into the open. And you can see, well, this is kind of tough because of the lights, but I basically wrapped a string around the light twice, and then this is hanging from it. It's taking away some of the light from my grow here at the moment, but you know, this is the future, so I'm willing to put up with that. So these are the lettuce seedlings after 1 week, and seeded 2 to a rockwool cube, and good germination. I'm not quite ready to let these out. Here's an interesting thing. I left a few seeds in that little area, and they have sprouted as well. So only water, no nutrient solution, and I'm going to let this go another week before I put it in the hydro system. That's it. 1 week, actually 2 weeks in that situation, and we'll be ready to go. That one there just needs another week. So hopefully next week I can show the startup of my new hydro system. So here's my garden, my basement garden, as of, what is it, June 8, June 9 maybe? June 8 I think. These are lettuce. These are about ready to be harvested, and I've already harvested a basil and a parsley, and I just put those in a glass of water upstairs. Here you have, I'm trying to clone a basil, and I probably will try to clone another one, and I'm hoping to include that in my next lettuce grow, my salad under Shoplights experiment. This lettuce is ready to harvest. I can either harvest the big leaves that are taking all the light and let the smaller leaves go, continue to grow. That is probably the most efficient way to do it. However, I may just harvest the whole plant, and that would also work. I did have an issue with this where the pH of the water kept dropping, and I wasn't watching it carefully, and it dropped down to 4.4, and I'm not sure if that was my mistake or if the plants are doing it. I think it's the plants that are doing it, and what I think that means is that they're really ready to have new nutrient solution, but I'm ready to harvest them, so I'm not going to do that. So I just added water, and another time I added nutrient solution, you know, just a couple quarts. This is a 5-gallon reservoir. But here's what happened. You know, these leaves got burned. They did not like the acidic nutrient solution at all. Here's another, a little bit burned. But you can see, you know, the smaller leaves are doing fine now, although they, I do have to watch the acidity pretty closely. And that's just something interesting. High acidity causes leaf burn in lettuce, so definitely be watching for that. Celery growing here, I don't think I'm going to grow that out to the end. Celery is 180 day, and I think I'm just going to harvest it. And this Basil here, not really doing that great, but I think that if I put it in fresh nutrient solution along with my lettuce grow, that it will do much better. Parsley is about to be harvested, and the chive, the chive is doing okay, but what I learned is chives are not really well suited for hydro. You can get a better job growing chives in a basically a container with soil. At least that's what I've seen. We've got two huge containers full of chives, and that's where we are getting our chives from.